I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. We have the headliner out of the Sebring right here, and I purchased a kit from Albright Supply, which I'll put a link in the description below, and I bought some headliner material as well as some glue that should be good for the headliner. I say should be, but I already know. I used to work at a shop where we use this actual glue, and this is the best glue you can get. I've never tried it with the aerosol can that I purchased, so we'll see how that works out, but I wanted to go ahead and show you the headliner that I took from the car, the material, and the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to me taking the old material off and how I remove the old foam from the panel. I've already got the fabric pulled off, and all that is left is the foam that the fabric is attached to. So if you look at it this way, there's three layers. You've got your headliner backer, then you have your foam, and then you have the fabric that's on top of that. What happens over time is the foam starts to deteriorate, leaving the fabric to fend for itself, and it's just kind of hanging out. Once that happens, a lot of times people will, you can see in the back, they'll try to use some spray adhesive and try to get the headliner to stick back. Even if they buy the best glue out there, it's not going to help because the foam is starting to deteriorate. That will just frustrate whoever's trying to repair this. The best way is to get the fabric off, take the foam off, and start from fresh. What I'm going to do is run a couple screws down into this piece of wood, and if you're going to do this, you want a piece of wood that you don't mind putting some holes in. What you want is enough screws to keep this from moving while you're about to do what I'm going to do, which in short is I've got a wire wheel, and I'm going to do something like this over the entire area. And what you can see there is I'm removing the old foam with this wire brush and drill. So I'm going to go ahead and do that over the whole thing after I screw the headliner down to the wood. And the only reason I'm doing that is so that I can work without having to worry about this panel moving all over the place. What I'm looking for is I don't want to be able to really move that, and I think we're there. I'm going to go ahead and start just removing the foam, and you can watch the magic happen. So if you choose to use this method with the wire wheel and the drill, one thing that you want to know is when you're going along edges, if you're going the wrong way, it will want to catch like that. This is the forward direction on this drill, and you can go along the edge and clean the edge, and what's going to happen is the wheel is going away from the edge. So you can see it's not catching the edge, and you're able to go along and clean the edge. After taking all the old foam off, and I just want to point out that the critical areas are going to be in the deepest crevices, which really on this headliner is going to be right here where the sun visor goes, as far as where it tucks up when you're not using it, and where it mounts right here. In the back of the car, you're going to see some recesses in the panel right here. At this point, the panel is pretty clean, and I think we're in a good spot to go ahead and put down some adhesive. And again, this was from Albright Supply, and this is what we're looking at. Weldwood contact adhesive, Landau top, and trim HHR spray grade. Before we spray, I'm going to go ahead and get the headliner on here, and you'll see the process that I use. First thing we want to do is pull out the old screws. I ordered 2 yards for this headliner, and it looks like it's pretty close. And you can probably see these wrinkles or imperfections. Don't worry so much about those at this point. They will work themselves out. As we pull the material down, we can kind of stretch and manipulate that so that it goes away. Basically what I'm doing here is making a line, a mark, so that once I've got this pulled back, I'm not going to spray a lot of glue past this because it doesn't do us any good. So when you're doing a permanent bond, you want to make sure that you have your adhesive on both pieces of material. So in this case, we're going to make sure that we have plenty of material on the panel as well as the material. So I know that looked terrible, but we're going to see how it turns out. We're going to take a break, let this set up a little bit, and then start putting it down. We've allowed some time for this to get ready to tack up, and what I'm going to do is hold the front up while I kind of work the middle area down, and I'm going to work it forward and out and just try to get it to lay down good. Alright, here we are on the back portion of the headliner, and I'm just going to start spraying some glue. So one thing we're going to look for before we actually put one side to the other is tackiness. If it's still tacky, it doesn't make sense, but that means it's not ready. So what we want is something we can touch and we don't get it on our fingers. I don't know how or why it works like that, but it does. And we're going to go ahead, since I already did that test, we're going to go ahead and move the material to the panel. Alright, so now that we've sprayed the perimeter, I'm going to go ahead and trim up the edge and then roll the edges over. The benefit to doing that is you don't have to worry about, if there's any sagging, you don't have to worry about it flopping down, especially on the sides and the front and the back, the way that you're probably used to. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this. So now that we have the fabric on the headliner panel, I'm going to go ahead and make a cut here, and I'm just going to lay about 1/4 of an inch around toward the inside of this cutout, just so that we have room to tuck it back up 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. And then here where the sun visors go, I'm just going to make it slit. And then slit like that. And I'll do the same over here. And what this allows us to do is put the headliner back in, and any areas that might want to fall won't fall because they're held in by these hard points. As we go forward here, I'll show you how I put this back into the car. Alright, so here is the panel prior to being reinstalled. It's not perfect, but it is definitely better than it was when I took it out. Since I didn't record taking this headliner out, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put it in so that you have an idea of how it comes out. Right now, what we're going to have to do is put these seats in the reclined position, both driver and passenger side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Just for reference, I'm going to be bringing the headliner in through here, and it's going to have to go past the gear shift and the e-brake and get it swung around. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to grab the headliner panel and shove it in here. So we want to make sure the back goes in first. And you might have to go back and forth from one side to the other trying to get it in there. So now what I'm going to do, since I only took one side of this apart, I'm going to have to tuck on the back, the C pillar, the B pillar, and the A pillar. And then once I get that side, then I can start putting that in its hole up there, and then I can put this side together. I think that's about all I'm going to show. Maybe I'll show putting the sun visors in, just because there is a little trick that you can do to make that a little easier. That's how you put the headliner panel back in. Now, this process is pretty similar for most cars. A lot of times you have to come out of the passenger front door just because you don't have the steering wheel in the way. Now the headliner panel is in place, and we're going to go ahead and start putting in the little plastic pieces, the sun visor. So I want to start with these clips right here that hold the sun visor in place. And if I remember correctly, they went like that. And I found the hole in the headliner. I should have cut it prior to putting the panel in, but it's not a big deal. And we can just put a cut like that. And what I like to do here is take this, and we have the hole and a straight pick. Just poke that through there like that, and we're looking for the hole and once we locate the hole, the screw goes in. Kind of poke the screw in there, and alright, so that was pretty easy. Alright, so I'm going to take this straight pick here, and you could see where I took these screws out are basically at the edges of these, the slits. So I was able to find this one pretty easy, so I'm going to start there. And I just put the straight pick through the hole. And then once it's in place, I hold the visor with my hand and take the first screw, and before I tighten it, I want to make sure that I get the other hole lined up. Alright, and so we're lined up right there. I'm going to go ahead and run this screw in. And there we go. The visors are installed, and the only thing I have left are the two hooks on the back, and then we're done with the headliner. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully it helped you complete a task that you needed to get taken care of, or at least give you some insight on how to take care of the job that you need to get done. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.